Welcome to Read Spec with us. Abbas, let's continue on the array. Say you have an array of value 42, nothing fancy here, and array dot length is 1. And what happens if I say array dot length is equal to say 100? The array of length would be, or what would be the elements of the array?
Yeah, I think maybe it would get like a lot of undefined values in between.
Almost. You have 99 empty items. Interesting. What if I say array dot length is equal to 0?
So this I know it will delete all the elements. Yeah, looks like it.
But why that's happening? Let's dive into the spec.
Yep. So here is the spec for the same section that you saw earlier, which is define on property. So we missed the section or didn't cover, which is that what if your property name is length? Then it works in a different way. So we'll go to array.setLength, and this is what it says. So let's say I'll cover for the first part that what happens when you set array.length equal to 100. So it comes into this section, line 11. So it says if new length greater than old length, which is the case in our first case, your new length is 100 more than the current length 1. So in that case, it simply adds or sets that value of that length property to the new length. So it will do array.length equal to 100, and that's all it does. It doesn't add any undefined values in between, and all those indexes, right, from 1 to 99, those are actually missing. There is no property with the key 1 or 99 set on that array. Those are missing indexes, and v8 or node, they represent it using holes or empty indexes.
Right. So there is no mention of holes or empty indexes in the spec per se, but the implementation may vary.
True, yeah.
Let's look into the other case, Abbas, where we said array.length equals 0. What's happening internally? In the same logic, if you go to point number 17, what exactly it says is in the descending numerical order for every index in the array, it would just do this logic. It will try to delete that particular element, and if delete succeeded, it would continue and it would return true at the end. And if delete is not successful, it would just stop there. It will return a false. But what does delete succeed look like? Yeah, so the ordinary delete is where the delete succeed is trying to look for. So what happens in ordinary delete is it would just look into the property that we are trying to delete. If it's undefined, it just returns true. And if that particular attribute which you are trying to delete is configurable, then it would return true. But if it's not configurable, it would return a false. This is an important thing. So if you have an array of elements and we say array.length equals 0, the length would become 0 if all the elements in the array are configurable. But if any one of the element in the array is not configurable, as we saw, it would stop there and return false. So rest of the elements will not be deleted, and the array elements will remain until it reaches that configurable false. So all the elements which was configurable true till that index gets deleted. Let's quickly look into an example. So we have array and say we have 42 and 420 and 840 and 123 as elements. And now we'll go and define a property on the array at index 1 with value say 9, and we'll make configurable as false. So now when we say array.length equals 0, what really happened with the array is we got 42 and 9. Why did that happen? So as we spoke, the delete would start from here and it would check for 1 2 3, and is it undefined, is the value present, or is configurable true, is all of them satisfied, it is not undefined, the value is present and it is configurable, so it will go and delete this. Same thing happens with 840, but with 9 it doesn't happen because we set configurable as false. So it just stops here and the rest of the elements are not deleted, and that's how it works. Yeah, and array.length is 2. Hope you liked the session. Stay tuned for more such interesting videos. This is Read Spec with us.